The Tender Chronicles, written by Bate and illustrated by Fluery. It was a cold night, rather. Lord Chicken Tender was tenderizing his meat when his daughter, Lady Porkchop, stopped him. She said she wanted to date a commoner, Donkey Ass, but Lord Tender disapproved and said he was BBQ blood, and he shall not date such a person. Chapter 2. After the conversation with her father, Lord Chicken Tender, Lady Porkchop was furious, so she decided to murder her pops, or so she thought. She proceeded to the kitchen, walking past Chef Spud and Sous Chef Fried Chicken, who were busy cooking a feast. She headed towards the chopping block and grabbed a cleaver from it and went to her father's quarters. Chapter 3. Lady Porkchop returned to her father's room with the cleaver, ready to hack her father, Lord Chicken Tender, to death. She entered his room quiet as a mouse. She peered at him, realizing this will be the last time she will see him living. She thinks to herself, to God Drumstick up above, to forgive her because she has sinned, or so she thought. She crept into his bed and sunk the cleaver into the back of his tender chicken head. Chapter 4. The grease oozed from the poor fool's head. There was a gasp for breath, and then nothing. On the outside, it looked like little Lady Porkchop had killed her dad because she didn't get to marry Donkey Ass. But it was actually a spell. The day prior, Lady Porkchop was in the village picking apples when a mage came and tapped her on the shoulder and said, "Art thou the Lord's offspring?" "Yes," she replied in an uneasy fashion. "And you?" "I am Diesel the Almighty." Chapter 5. Diesel the Almighty placed his putrid hand onto her shoulder. He muttered a few words. Lady Porkchop's eyes rolled back into her head. The picture of a cream bun appeared, a devilish cream bun that came from the depths of hell, not in a physical form, but in her mind. It told Lady Porkchop she must kill her father. You see, Lady Porkchop wasn't the brightest bulb in the bin, so she fell for the bun's tricks easily. Chapter 6. There she stood, cleaver in hand, oozing with grease, guilt and shock creeping into her. She had no idea how something like this could happen. The past day had been a blur. The last thing she remembered was the Diesel man with the gasoline hands. Although barely comprehending the fact that she killed her father, she heard a tiny noise to the right of her. She turned and saw a cream bun cackling in the corner, but this time in physical form. Chapter 7. There it was, the cream bun, giggling in the corner. Lady Porkchop pulled the cleaver out of Lord Chicken Tender's dome and went running to the corner to battle the bun. At first, she thought it was speaking in gibberish, but it was really speaking in tongues. Siva swith silamin, bonnet frumeth dun bolo, giveth moi strength. Right there, Lady Porkchop was stopped dead in her tracks. She began to float into midair, and at that moment, she heard a snap. It was her neck, dead.